White to white up. Oh, I'm going to double check that the mic is on. White to white up. In Chawa in Sequest, Lisa McCall. Welcome, hello. My name is Lisa McCall, and I'm the manager of social development for Sketcheston Indian Band. Before we open in a good way, I'd just like to go through some quick housekeeping with you. We are observing COVID-19 safety protocols. Please keep a distance of 6 feet from others. Please wear your mask at all times, even though we're in the beautiful outdoors on such a wonderful sunny day. There's sanitizer on the main table at the entrance, should you need some. There is also a bathroom behind me here through this door, and there are bathrooms at Big Sky gas station as well. If there's an emergency today, our muster point is this way at the John Jules Professional Building. There is a pod of 4 buildings there, and we will meet in the parking lot. We have Sketcheston Indian Band's social work team today if we are speaking about or honoring something that brings up emotions that are difficult for you. I would like to point out Aman Madan, Tabitha Butler. They are social workers here to help and support you. We also have Jennifer Camille here today who can support with cultural or traditional needs. If you need to speak to someone after, later today or on another day, you're welcome to call the KUUS crisis line at 1-800-855-8717, the National Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Girls crisis line at 1-844-413-6649, or the First Nations Health Authority Mental Wellness line at 1-833-751-2525. I would now like to invite Terry Denault up to open us up in a good way.
Chuck Winkelman from White Up, consultant, guests, Kamipala, Cookbees. What a wonderful day. What Canvas was. What a beautiful day it is. We ask the old one to take care of each and every one of us that are here. I want to make sure that you get home safely to your loved ones after the ceremony. With that, Galkokpeo, CC Cree, Chiom Squawkwis Jam, Chiom Squawkwis Jean, Cookman Jutka and we, Cooksinton Boosman, Cooksinton Meatkia, Cooksinton Soup. A Cockassin, the Chiomstin, the Walmaticum Toos, Owls and Quasalton, and Gal Comich, may it be forever. The Gal Cookby, Cloak Chilum, Kayay. Once again, I'd like to introduce the Sketcheston Community drum group to you, each and every one of you, and I want to go by name.
Georgina Russell.
Ryan, Olivia, Imini, Dante, Colby, Leslie, Jaden, Jeffrey, Simeon, Holly Denault.
Nako, Nako. Sasala. Nako Sasala. Nako Sasala.
Wanda, wait. You guys go back to the city.
Cook's Gem Skeetcheston Community School Drum Group. I'd now like to invite Terry Denault up to say a few more words.
Okay. I thought it was the cookie coming up first. What a proud moment, a proud day for Skeetcheston and Uluk people.
You need to speak into the mic.
Oh. Hello? Okay, Deb. What a day it is. What a week it has been. Yesterday was a historic day for us. Many different emotions this week for the Kalmoch. And today, the unveiling of this beautiful statue. I commend the carver and the kids that help on the statue. Today, we are honoring the lives of those who are missing and whose lives has been lost. We will remember. We will remember today, and we will remember always. The legacies of missing and murdered First Nations women and men and girls. We have to work together to stop this. Our Nuchans, our Nunanuchans is so important to us. These are our elders coming up. I'd also like to mention the LGBT community, the Two Spirits. You're powerful. You have, in the traditional way, powers that I know I will never have. You are a very powerful people. If you look it up in the Kalmoch way of how we talk about our Two-Spirit people is powerful. I encourage you. I encourage each and every one of you to be kind to one another. There's so many things happening in this Turtle Island. The only way to get through it is kindness. Our missing and murdered women and girls, and let's really understand the LGBT community and be kind. Like I said, we must work together right across Wapmak'ulu, right across Turtle Island, and Kanukantwak, to each and every family. And also our LGBT community, family. We must work together to make things the way it should be. Kokscham.
I would now like to invite Cookpee Daryl Draney up to say a few words about the project.
Wide Kawhidap, Chuck Middleman Kwasalton, Daryl Draney Squaxt, Cookpee, Skeetiston, Stelekwan. Hello to everybody here. Welcome, my family. My name is Daryl Draney. I'm the chief here at Skeetiston. I'm proud to stand here in front of this building that will one day soon treat and help all of our community and unveil this wonderful monument that will greet all who visit here. It is a reminder of all of those that were lost and all of the horrible events that they may have gone through, that were hurt, and all of those that still need to be protected today. So I want to recognize this building, and I want to recognize this monument. I'd like to start off with this building. This past year, we have been reminded how important our healthcare workers are and how much we rely on them at these times. In order to do their job, to protect us all, keeping the community healthy and safe, we must make sure that they have the tools to stay safe themselves. This building and the important tools inside of it is a huge step towards making this happen and ensuring that our community will remain healthy throughout the ongoing pandemic. It has equipment to deal with a number of ailments and health conditions and illnesses, many of which threatening our lives of all of our community here. Having the ability to treat ailments close to home is going to be hugely beneficial to our neighbors and our friends, particularly to our treasured elders. This monument has been a labor of love and dedication for many of our community, starting with the social development and some of the community members wanting to honor Skeetistons, missing and murdered women. Today our youth sit in front of us, and I look to Rhea Hewitt for her hard work to put this proposal together and work hard on her dream of having this monument in front of us today, working with staff member Michelle Hay They were a major part of this application process. Along with our elders, Elsie Hewitt and Julie Antoine, who shared stories so that we all knew what this beautiful monument is going to look like. Without strong women like this in our community, who are willing to tell their tales and protect and inform our community, this project will never have happened. So I look at this monument today when we unveil it. Now I'll give you some hints to what's in there. That monument will be the crown that goes on top of this building when people come to see it. A beautiful crown. This application that Ria and her teammate put together was successful, and funding was received by the Women and Gender Equality Canada. And then work began on the monument. However, it was not without delays. They had a piece of wood and it got infested with bugs. They had to go back to the drawing board and restart again. Of course, if anything was simple, everybody would have done it. This was a hard project. It had other barriers that it had to go up against. COVID-19 put it back a few months. And of course, we all know what this summer brought and how we were cheated out of the summer and Sparks Lake fire. That prevented the unveiling to happen this summer. Community meetings were held with an artist by the name of Vaughn Warren to collaborate on the concept for the monument. During this meeting, a young lady grabbed a pen and some paper. 14-year-old Maya Draney sketched an image of the monument. It was an incredible moment to watch, and right there the concept was born. We got to be thankful to this young lady for her dream as well. During the meetings, the community talked about what the monument should include, what images and ideas represent this concept, and get the message across. The monument includes, and I'm giving you a little peek to this, a drum, which is used to call for justice and rally the spirits of the living and the dead with an honor song. You will see flowing braids of the warrior, shows the resilience and the strength of those affected. The flowing front is a reference to the red dress as well as water, which meets with the earth at the foundation, joined in a sacred union. The powerful eagle who takes our messages to the Great One supports the warrior, empowering the warrior and all the missing by lifting their spirits. It contains a bear and a wolf and wildflowers. As all of us know, our connection to that earth and to all of the Tamiux and our four-legged are so important to us. These are important symbols to our community. They represent how we all, humans, nature, and animals, can help and support each other, reinforcing the importance of Knuchenquach, working together with each other. The monument is a reminder that we will never allow any person to go missing or to be murdered. It is a commitment to every woman, Nuchen, girls, and LGBTQ2S+. Individuals who will continue to work to make the world a safe place for them. I thank each and every one of you for your cooperation and help in achieving this goal. I thank all of you. At the beginning, I'd like to thank Terry Denault for the prayer and our children. They are really huge ambassadors for our community, for their powerful song. With that, I have a lot more to say about today and yesterday and where we need to go and in our future, but I'll leave it there. And really excited to see what's hidden underneath that veil. Shucks, Cook's Gem.
As Cook P. Darrell mentioned, this project would not have been made possible. It would just be an idea without the generous support and funding from Women and Gender Equality Canada. As part of the application for this commemorative piece, 2 elders in this community shared their story. They told their truth. And with the help of their family and employees, we put it in writing and we sent it away. I'd now like to give the opportunity to Elsie Hewitt and Julie Antoine and their families to speak to those individuals in their family that are missing or murdered. I'll now turn the mic over to them.
Wait, gehoord Julie Antoine's quest and Selton, the Jules family. I'm very honored today to be here to take part in this ceremony, and it's very hard, and I know that the artist did a beautiful job of creating something that will be here as a reminder to all of us to remember always of the murdered and missing women, the young men, the young boys, and even children that are missing. And I hope a day will come that it will never ever happen. It is very hard when it happens in your family. It not only affects family, it affects the whole community. It affects everyone. When there's one missing and one is hurt in some way, and you know that you'll never be able to bring them back again. They'll never be back here with us ever. A few years back, I was invited to Prince George to speak on behalf of my daughter. My daughter was Cheryl William from Bonaparte and Skeetiston. And it was very hard to enter the building where the meeting was taking place. There were over 500 family members there. There were grandparents, there were fathers, mothers, aunts, uncles, brothers and sisters. If there wasn't a mom or a dad there to represent the missing person. As you walk into that building, you could feel the hurt. I didn't even get past the door, and I just felt the hurt of so many people. It was so hard to see so many families hurting, sitting around. But I got through that day. And I know I'd never gotten through sitting in a courtroom for 2 years straight for my daughter. I never missed the court date, and I never missed sitting there looking at the murder, looking at him every day, letting them know the hurt he caused me. And I was very thankful that Konipla Terry Denault was there with me at every court date. He was there to support me, and I'm very grateful for all the people that supported me. When you lose someone very close to you, it's very hard, especially a mother when she loses a daughter or a member of her son or grandchildren. They're supposed to be putting you away, not you putting them away. But I got through those times, and I went to Edmonton with APTN. They invited me there, and I had a hard time. It was very hard to speak in front of the camera, and it was very hard because I was speaking to strangers, and I was there with Jamie, my daughter-in-law. But it took me, the first night there, it was very heavy because I had to relive everything. It's really hard to relive every moment when you have to go back and speak about it again and again. But I will continue speaking because the individual is out of jail. He only served not even a year in jail for what he done. And I will always speak, and I hope he hears me and he sees me, because I will never, ever forgive him. And that's all that I have to speak on my daughter's behalf. But to everyone here, I thank you all for coming today, giving support, showing support, and remembering all the missing ladies, all the missing young men, young boys, and young children that are missing. They will always be, that statue will always be there, and it'll always be there to remind us of the hurt that many families go through. And it's not only here in BC, it's right across Canada and even into the United States. So that's all I have to say for today, and I thank you all. Kukshem.
Hello, my name is Rhea Hewitt. This is my sister Riva, and my grandma Elsie Hewitt, and my mom Stacy, and my uncle Tracy.
I'm speaking on behalf of my grandma Elsie Hewitt, and I would like to speak a little bit about her niece from Cooksbury Indian Band. She was raised in Walsheen and moved to Kamloops. She was 22 years old and was last seen in Alberta on October 19th, 1997. She will never be forgotten. Thank you.
I would like to invite Colleen Lessman of Quempsheen Health Society to the microphone now.
Good morning, everyone. I haven't really prepared a speech because Daryl told me this was a little thing and there's just going to be a couple people. But I'd like to firstly say I'm so really grateful for all of you coming. My name is Colleen Lessman. I'm the health director for Quempsheen Health Society. Who I really am is the youngest granddaughter of William and Minnie Grinder from Big Bar. I was born and raised in Big Bar in Clinton, so that explains a lot of things. I run the Health Society, and who we are is a group of health professionals that provide health services to 3 of our Secwepemc bands. We service Whispering Pines, Tecumseh, and Skeetcheston, and we do that with a lot of honor, and we're so grateful that they invite us into their community because we're really aware that you guys have put a lot of trust in us. You trust us with your elders, you trust us with your children, your babies. And God was good to us. The Creator was really good. He sent us Diane Proctor, who's probably one of the most outstanding nurses I've ever worked with in my life. So thank you for having us. I wanted to say a little bit about the building because we haven't been able to open it yet. It's been finished since last year. We haven't had a grand opening, so to speak, because of COVID. We have been providing services within this building since it was completed last spring, but it all has to be done through appointments, and people have to be screened to come in. We have to follow public health orders because we're providing health care. So in order to keep the community safe and not cause a COVID outbreak, we have kept the building closed to just those people coming in for appointments. But one day when COVID goes away, if that ever happens, we plan on having a great big feast and a great big get together up here, because what's missing from this building right now is the visiting and the laughter and the connection that our people need so badly, because that's what fills us, is each other. And I don't want to say too much more because this day isn't about Quempsheen and it's not about the building, it's about our missing and murdered women. And Terry's right, it has to stop. And we're starting to see things, you know, with yesterday, that day of remembrance. We're starting to become real people again, so it's a good thing. I'm so proud of you, Rhea, and your team. You're leaving a legacy for your community. That will be here forever for us to remember. The building, you guys, look at this building. This is an outstanding building, and I can't wait for all of you to be able to come and tour through it. I was at the meeting on October 2016 when one of the ministers were up in front of all of us from the province, and he made the mistake of saying, if anyone's got a shovel ready, I have money to build a health building. Well, Daryl Draney was up in front of that meeting before he could sit down in a seat. And I was like, hola. And Viv and I were thinking, oh, well, will we get a building? Well, here it is. So thank you, Cookby, for providing us a safe place to work. To provide safe and good health services, we need a good space. And this space is just so beautiful inside. And we're just waiting for our Century tub to get nailed down to the floor. One day we'll be able to bring our elders up here and let them have a really good bath in the Century tub. One day, Barb. So with that said, thank you for having us. We brought some artwork for the walls, but I don't want to take away from this because this is what's important today. And everyone drive safe and get home safe. And thank you, Creator, for this beautiful day. Cook's Jam.
Today is not just about honoring the lives of the missing and murdered individuals. It's also about telling our truth. It's also about honoring the work that this community has done to make sure that this never happens again. It's also a chance for us to gather and view this amazing monument, which will stand and be a public statement that we will never, ever let a single person be murdered or go missing. This project wouldn't have been possible without the generous support of Women and Gender Equality Canada. I would personally like to thank Catherine Laurie. This project has been difficult at times emotionally. Again, those three things that Cook P. Darrell mentioned. We had a wildfire, we've had a pandemic, we had a piece of wood that just wasn't going to work. Nothing can stop this project from happening because of the individuals involved. And Catherine has been on the other end of the phone line and the computer supporting me the whole way, as well as the entire social development team. So I would like to thank you, Catherine, and I hope you're able to view this live stream as we speak. I would like to thank Michelle Hay and Rhea Hewitt for their original work on the application. This would have just been a spark of an idea without their hard work. I'd like to thank Ashley Ray Lachance and Anya Kalina for the work they did in community. Community meetings, sharing circles, identifying gaps in services and ways that people are not feeling safe in the community and how we can address that. Also ensuring that when we go to other places, we're safe in those spaces as well. I'd like to thank Public Works and Housing, Rochelle Porter, Dave Keeler, Steve Mann, Andrew Karras, Roy Jackson, and Rob Pettyjohn. I'd like to thank Skeetcheston Indian Band's chief, Cook P. Darrell Draney, and all of council. Without their support, this project wouldn't have gotten off the ground. I'd like to thank Gilbert Smith Cedar Products, Cedar Valley Holdings Lit, Extreme Excavating Inc., Greenwise Contracting, A&W Restaurants, Vera Schmedding and Mary Jean Dunstan, Mastermind Studios, and Picket Fence Graphics. Let's hear it for our amazing contributors. I would also like to thank artist Vaughn Warren, seated right here in front of me. Him and his team have created an amazing visual representation. Vaughn, this monument doesn't only represent the missing and murdered girls, women, and LGBTQ2S+ individuals. It is also a statement for everyone to see as they drive by, a statement when people come for wellness in this amazing building, a statement to the world. We will not be silent. We will never again allow the families to feel what Elder Julie and Elder Elsie are feeling right now. As employees, as community members, as band members, as people who live here, we will stand and make sure this doesn't happen. We will work tirelessly for spaces to be safe, to allow people to feel safe because they are exactly who they are meant to be. for that visual representation, Vaughn. Thank you so much for putting all of that, those words, into a beautiful monument. Thank you. Let's get to the celebrating. So I'm going to invite Vaughn Warren up. We will do a countdown. We will invite our elders and their families to help us cut the ribbon and then take this beautiful draping off, revealing an incredible monument. Please do whatever feels amazing to you. If it is clapping, if it is standing and cheering, if it is singing, whatever you are moved to do, this is our moment to celebrate. After the unveiling, Vaughn will share a few words about the artwork, and then we will again honor the monument with a song. So here we go. Let's get ready for the unveiling.
Where's Vaughn? Should sit in the sun. Oh, Vaughn. Vaughn.
Colby Ignis. Colby Ignis. Come here. Splenda. Wait.
Just gonna step to the microphone if that's okay. I'm just gonna sneak in behind you, Barb, to the microphone here for a moment. I'm going to invite artist Vaughn Warren up to speak to the specifics of this monument. After Vaughn has spoken, we will honor the monument with a song, and then I'm going to invite all of you to have a moment with the monument, to touch and connect with the monument, whatever feels most authentic to you. Vaughn, come on up.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. Ski Cheston Chief and Council members, staff, members of Ski Cheston, youth and elders, friends and family that are here today. It's a beautiful day for this, and I'm honored to be here and unveiling this. This project was a challenge. The concept of making a monument recognizing and honoring murdered and missing individuals for me was an extremely hard assignment. The reality of the situation and the issue is terrible and tragic, and it needs to be confronted. And I am very, very proud to have been part of a process where, in a time like this, where we are all very much challenged to find ways, positive ways forward, ways to be together, work together, and to build bridges instead of barriers, and to be part of actual action to do a small part in stepping towards reconciliation and recognition and making this thing better is a great honor for me. I'd like to thank the team of people. With a project of this size, it's not possible to do without a team of people. It's beginning with young Maya Draney, who's not here today, but during our first initial meeting that I went into at Ski Cheston's band office, I didn't know how we were going to design this. I had no idea how we were going to do this. And young Maya, with her young friends at their table over here, were listening, and Maya just put her head down, her hair covered the drawing and everything. You couldn't see her inside of her hair in there. And she started sketching, and she just walked up to my table and chucked that down and turned around and walked back. And I could show you this drawing, and it's very, very close, actually, to what we eventually went with. I was able to use that. It was a giant inspiration and a moment, as Chief Draney has said, that was an amazing moment for me. So thank you, Maya. The drumhead image design, there's a laser etched image on the drum face done by Aubin McTaggart, who engaged the process through Ski Cheston, and she did a wonderful design, which I was able to laser engrave at the Kamloops Makerspace and attach to the face of the drum, which to me symbolically represents the voice of Ski Cheston with this drum and the call to action. Thank you, Aubin. The drumstick itself is made of red jasper, copper, and metal. The jasper was donated by Vera Schmedding and Mary Jean Dunstan and crafted into this wonderful drumstick object by Donovan Pettigrew, my friend and a companion and good friend from Kamloops, who is a wonderful craftsperson, and I thank Donovan. The wood finishing, which is so beautiful and adds so much to this object, is done by Greenwise Contracting. That's Rob Lee and his young assistants, Scott Prince and Dylan Antoine. Greenwise, Rob Lee, you guys are super. I know you couldn't be here today because of work, But I do thank you for your support and your excellent craftsmanship. Metal collar base, which really integrates the piece into this site by Murray Linfit of Eclectic Metal and Kamloops Powder Coating. Thank you for your work. My assistants, Pat Racine, Yvette Lehman, Gio Ignace, and Jody Renson. Thank you for your work. I love you guys. Thank you. I'd also just like to quickly thank again Gilbert Smith Forest Products and Cedar Valley Holdings, who provided the wood. These organizations and people who are so amazing in their communities, basically up in the North Thompson Valley, your initial belief in this project and support was a huge wind under our wings on this. I thank you. For me as an artist, a white Canadian artist, sculptor, to be asked to do this for Ski-Cheston Indian Band at this time is for me a profound honor. As an artist and a citizen, I am suffering from cognitive dissonance. The pride I have in my country compared to the shame and the regret that I have for the recognition of issues like this that we have to confront and deal with. It's hard, and a lot of people don't know really what to do to address it. But I'm so proud to be here today, standing here at the completion of this project on this beautiful day, actually standing in front of action. That in some small way, a small step towards where we want to go, and that is to make things better in our communities and to work together to do things that are hopeful and positive. And I'm very, very honored and humbled for the opportunity. Thank you to my friends and family who made it today as well, and to everyone else that's helped. I don't know if I've forgotten anyone, I hope not. But thank you all for coming today, and enjoy the sculpture. Thank you.
Ski-Cheston Community School Drum Group, I'd like to invite you back up, along with Terry.
Song was right from this community. It was taught to us by an elder. He's gone now. Sam Camille, his family, Jennifer is still here. He tells us anytime a lot of people come to your community, you sing this song. That was our first song. Now we're going to do an honor, and we're going to do the Woman's Warrior song.
I'm gonna try and get in here somewhere. Loud and proud, guys. Loud and proud.
Nako, Sasala, Nako, Sasala, Nako, Sasala.
Hey,
Good work.
I would like to invite everyone to join the celebration by coming and approaching the monument in a COVID-safe manner. You are welcome to reach out and touch it, connect with it. Please feel free to speak to the artist, to all the members who were part of this project. Connect and engage with each other. I also invite you to please stop by the table on your way out. We have some keepsakes to remember today and honor all of you for your presence. Thank you very much. Cook's Gem.
Because I knew the fellow that was on board, they were friendly. Kind of a weird thing that happened at the pretty neat, but
Hey!
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic, great job. Coming over to like reintroduce myself.
Oh, look at your nails. Oh my goodness. Those are amazing.
Got them done to yesterday. Yeah. So this is I'm starting the MMIWG coordinator here. So I had talked to Pauline earlier, and I said, you know, we're reaching out now to trying to get to a community level where we're not reaching our nation as a blanket anymore, but trying to find out what community needs are. So if you have someone in the community, as I told Pauline, I said, I remember back when we were talking with the health directors that health directors just didn't have time to run an MMIWG program. So if you have any programs,
Masterminds.
workshops, and whatever else you need, or any families who need assistance, give them a number or influence that. We want to work with the families. Like I'm not out to the dollars of justice or be in the forefront. And you know, we have bigger stronger voices like that. I was referred to we have those voices that don't have friends. I want to be here to advocate for the families. The ones who need support, cultural support, mental wellness support. You know, what do people do? What do I do if somebody goes to this? Like this never happened. What do I do? So I want you to keep my card in mind. If you have any programs that you want to run in your community, let me know and we'll start working on something. We can do them via Zoom with a little less tightening of outdoor activities or outdoor activities and we can and see what we can do. So keep them in mind. Awesome. And this is really nice to be here as a participant, not as someone who will have experience it. I was so tired from yesterday because we provided support in families.